think they do.
Yes, Hollywood has something to worry about.
I mean, I worry about a lot of things, and I think they should as well.
I guess if I was doing this video a couple weeks ago before Sora, I would have thought it was a little bit further out.
Well, I guess who knows what we'll be in a year's time. If the rate of growth continues, I think we'll be in a great place.
I think that Hollywood is already adapting. Believe me, they knew about Sora way before the public did.
It's always dangerous to prophesize. There's a very good book on the subject called Super Forecasting that I highly recommend.
So if we look at the changes that we've seen and witnessed in the last 7 months, I really am not able to foresee what changes or what will be in a year's time, because it's not a matter of years, it's a matter of weeks. We've seen how fast and how competitive all the industry has become in terms of developing tools for AI.
So yeah, I think that there will definitely be changes, but big productions already work on incorporating AI in their workflows.
I think there's a lot of opportunity for people with ideas to make content that otherwise would have cost thousands, if not millions, to create, you know? Where we'll be in a year's time, who knows? Who knows how good this will be?
Not because I think that, your everyday person can just go and create, a cinematic masterpiece. But that being said, like the way I think about it, and maybe this is wrong, maybe it's right, I don't know. We look at Hollywood, right? And why do you need Hollywood? Because number one, they have the production value, they have the cash, and they have the distribution. So, you're able to produce a movie and make it, and then you're also able to distribute it in theaters and get it on, DVD and streaming services, things like that.
But when we look forward to a year from now, and whether or not Hollywood has anything to worry about, I think it's important to be very clear about where we're headed in terms of the speed of acceleration, and with regard to Hollywood, what Hollywood is, what it could be and what it isn't, and how that impacts whether or not as an industry it is at great or dire risk.
Definitely Hollywood, I don't think that it has to worry so much, because they will also embrace this technology. But definitely what it's bringing is the chance for other creators with less budget, but perhaps the same amount of imagination, can create their own works.
In 1 year, there won't be as much change as there will be in 5 to 10 years.
I mean, I worry about a lot of things, and I think they should as well.
Now, if the new generation, right, let's just talk like Gen Z and maybe the generation after that, if they're not interested in going to the movies, if they'd rather follow someone who has their own distribution, maybe they have 2 million subscribers on YouTube, they have 100,000 subscribers on TikTok, whatever, and they can produce their own content, and that's where the distribution is centered. I think Hollywood has to look at that as saying, okay, now the production is out of our hands, and now potentially the distribution is out of our hands, so where do we go from here?
So anybody watching this will almost definitely have seen Sora, which is proposed as OpenAI's video solution, and on the surface appears to show not only high fidelity but resolved fidelity of realism, details, movement, depth, perception and positioning, lighting, camera moves, and more.
I'm trying to be as current and informed as possible. So trying the latest tools available, constantly looking for the latest development. Not to be too hot on it, but just to be able to understand what is the latest. But personally, I look at all the references, and not so much technological, but something that inspires me, that is unique to me, to myself. So to avoid that influence from what other artists are generating.
The Hollywood studios will be leading the game in AI video.
Because at the end of the day, that's what's always been the gatekeeper into making blockbuster movies. right? It's like the ability to produce it. Then again, they have the distribution, of course, but if distribution is, can be controlled by your own personal brand or your own audience, then again, all you have to do is be able to produce this stuff, and then you control the distribution. So to me, it's an interesting dichotomy of how this could work and how this could play out. I think this maybe was part of the entire writer's strike that happened, at the end of last year.
What's interesting is that with regard to new technologies, there are always various curves that relate to uptake, usage, controversy, buy-in. And just because these tools already exist that enable us to do such things like create films as a person of one, generally speaking, this is not something that most people are built for.
Year's time. I think this year it's gonna be video dominated. So as we already saw with Sora, it's going very good. I mean, the development is going very quickly, very on point. So by the end of the year, I do expect like a lot of like short stories and films are gonna be made. Personally, I'm working on a few of them, and I think, yeah, there's a lot to worry about for everyone, not just Hollywood. Like Hollywood, it will transform them. Like I've already been working with like, people in like the production industry, with professionals, with also like studios and agencies, and like some of them are moving forward, some of them are moving forward in adoption of this technology. And I do think that's the way, because technology is just going to keep going, and you can keep going as a traditional studio if you want, but you're going to have to brand yourself as traditional studio, because AI is going to become the norm, I think.
Hollywood to me has been very vanilla as of late, meaning that everything's been recycled. It's just no one's taking risk anymore, right? Like it's a lot of money to produce a film. And again, like they're basically, they have to get return on investment in what they put into it. So they're not taking chances. You're not getting really great, like visceral cinema like you used to. That's just my own personal opinion. I feel like everything is recycled. You see the same type of movies, the same type of stories, the same type of themes over and over and over again, because they know it works and they just want to make money off of it. And it's less about the art than it is about actually generating a profit.
Some people are going to be overjoyed. As I said, oh my God, stories, we're going to make movies. And then other people are going to be, oh my God, this is ruining creativity. This is killing creativity. And I think both are very valid. Like, this is very powerful. And either way, like we go, I think it's up to us, like the humans, because we build this technology, we are using it, we are teaching it, we are, contributing to its development in a way. I mean, the companies are here in the center, of course, having the most control.
But with the new advancements, I think that the industry should be a little worried. I noticed that Tyler Perry is holding back some funding for expanding his studio here in Atlanta. So, yeah, I think it's hitting in.
So, now you have this new age of creators coming in who have all the tools at their, at their disposal. They probably have ideas. They have stories to tell. There's no one that says you can't make that because that's not going to fit an audience. That's not going to do like a mass appeal, and everyone's going to be able to go and purchase tickets to that. And it's not going to generate a lot of PR, right? Like there's no one gatekeeping that, so they're free to create. So I think we're going to see like this meritocracy in terms of where this stuff goes to. So I think it's really interesting. Again, you just saw what happened with Sora.
It will be up to us. How do we want to navigate? Do we just want to create more? Do we just want to go? Or do we actually want to use this technology and say, hey, I have this story I want to tell. I want it to be meaningful. It's like this. These are the emotions, like all these things. This is how we're going to connect with the audience. And we're going to use, AI to contribute to this, to like help us in the process of doing this. So I do like to, also when I teach about these things and talk about these things, I like to always mention that it's about us, it's about humans. We have the autonomy, we are the creative directors, we drive this ship, and then like we can use AI as an assistant on different steps in this creative journey, and that will contribute to our final story. But it is us that we make the choices, we choose how we're gonna make it. It's not just like, hey, make a movie for me. Everyone can at some point maybe do that. Even now we can say, hey, make an image for me. Everyone can do that, but that just creates a lot of sameness. So I do think there is a big effort to be made in keeping it human, keeping the emotional connection, of making the choices, of thinking how we're gonna connect with our human beings. Yeah.
recently. I mean, you know, if the product's produced like that consistently, you're going to have a whole new era of filmmakers, and maybe some people that would never get a shot. You know, some people that would never get an opportunity to go to film school because it's too expensive. Some people that would never get access to these kind of tools because they were too expensive. Now, you know, if you have a Midjourney account, ChatGPT, Sora, and After Effects, you can probably produce a movie for less than $100 a month. So, I mean, realistically, this is pretty insane. And yeah, I'm just curious to see where it all goes. I think everyone should take notice.
So what there will be is there will be shifting, but Hollywood is not about to fold, but it is about to have other competitors in the arena of film production, particularly at the point where a tool like Sora or various tools like Unreal Engine that already exist and in the market enable individual creators to produce competing quality films at incredibly lower cost. But to do so is incredibly hard. And if it was easy, everyone would already be doing it.
Maybe in some part Hollywood has to worry, but I think Hollywood has to embrace this as well. I think, you know, if I was working at Netflix right now, I would say we need to set up an AI division and start taking in, you know, these AI creators and putting them to work, making, you know, clearly labeled AI series and stuff. I think there's a lot of potential in there to create stuff that's really cool that you might not see otherwise.
We all like ads. Some make us laugh.
Where's Dookie?
Some make us cry.
No, this place is ugly anyway. You and me, good family.
Some entertain us. Some are boring. Some are informative.
Let's run the video.
The MacBook is our most popular Mac. But what we've done, and
then there's ads like this.
Honey, their coffee can't hold a candle to yours. Instant Folgers taste good as fresh perked. Try it.
So what I'm looking to do is I would like to create some content with you. So you'll be on camera, filming yourself, reacting to ads that I send you. I'm looking for genuine reactions, so don't cheat, you know, don't watch it and go and then try and cry at the advert later, you know, I don't want that. I'm looking for genuine reactions because you're all industry experts, you work in marketing, you're creative directors, you work in SEO, email marketing, social media, all that sort of stuff. You're going to have a lot of insight into how these ads would work today. You know, would an ad from 50 years ago...
Instant Folgers taste good as fresh perked.
Do the principles still work today? Could it still work in the same format using AI? Or, you know, would the same humour still work today? There's a lot of humour that doesn't work today that worked in the 80s. So I'm interested to hear from all of you. This is also a great opportunity to grow your account. These videos, they get a lot of impressions, they get a lot of likes, a lot of interest. So, you know, make sure you're connecting with people that click like on this content. If they liked that content, they probably liked you. And now you've just grown your account a little bit. Put the links into your agency, into the comments. Don't care if you're promoting yourself. I don't care. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you an ad, react to it.
What? No, the Emperor.
Film yourself talking about the ad for 1 minute. That's all I need. Once all that footage is with me, I'm going to mix it all together. So it's a bit of Sarah, a bit of Joe Blogs, bit of that guy, a bit of him, a bit of her, a bit of them, blah, blah, blah. And then we mix it all together and it's a really interesting mix of ideas, emotions, you know, theory, you know, very interesting content. So I've been, as many of you know on LinkedIn already, if you don't know me on LinkedIn, I do a series called Expert Roundup, and it's lots of different ideas around AI and so on. So but this one is just advertising only. So if you're interested, look for the link in the email or the comments of this video and fill it in. It's a Google form. I know it's boring. Just put your link to your LinkedIn, your URL for your company, first name, last name, and email, and that's all I need. It's a really, really short form. And then once that's done, I'll be in touch and then we'll start doing the content. All right, I'm so excited about this. I'm really excited. So get in contact and we'll start making some content together. Bye.
Try it.